Following the principles of community-based participatory research, tribal nations and research institutions are equal partners in health studies conducted on reservations. A collaboration between the Cow Tribe and Montana State University blank this model. The tribal citizens, so this should be an example of the word we're looking for. The tribal citizens worked alongside scientists to design the methodology and continue to assist data collection. So they exemplified the model from the previous sentence, and then we can see the details or examples of what that is. So there's the word, exemplifies. I didn't even look at that again. Circumvents means to go around. That's not right. Eclipses means to overcome or shadow. That's not right. Fabricates means to produce or create. No, that's not right. D is the answer. The process of mechanically recycling is often considered, because of the environmental impact and the loss of material quality that often occurs. So there's a bad environmental impact, there's a loss of quality, so it's considered bad, right? Or not as useful. But chemist has helped develop a cleaner process. Okay, so it's going to be the opposite of clean, which means it's going to be is considered unclean. That would be a better guess given the context clue. So let's take a look. Is resilient, the mechanically recycled often considered resilient because of the loss of material? No, resilient means you can survive it, you bounce back. Inadequate, that would be unclean or bad. It's not sufficient. That seems to be the best answer. Dynamic means it's just changing. Satisfactory, it's not considered satisfactory. That seems to be the opposite of the meaning, right? If it's having an environmental impact and a loss that needs a cleaner process, it's not satisfactory. It's inadequate. Bioluminescent beetles, called fireflies, may seem to create flashes of light randomly, but each species of firefly actually has its own special series of repeated flashes and pauses. That's interesting. I didn't know that. These unique allow fireflies of the same species to find, so these unique patterns of flashes, something to that effect, these unique sequences helps them find each other. Okay, so let's see if an answer matches this. These unique quantities, no, it's not about the numbers. Decorations, that's like putting, Christmas balls on a tree. No, we're not decorating. These patterns, yes, again, the word, I guessed it correctly. Agreements, it's not a mutual understanding. No, patterns is correct. According to Potawatomi ecologists such and such, the indigenous method of harvesting such and such, or sweetgrass, by snapping the plant off of the root, actually wild populations. So we've got an additional clue with a semicolon. This will be an example or an explanation. It may seem counterintuitive, she says, but this method of removal allows sweetgrass to repopulate. That's kind of what I was thinking. At the root, to actually grow or expand wild populations, right? So selects, the root to actually, no, that means you're just choosing. Originates, at the root, actually originates. So originates is like begin from the very first time. That's not really the idea here. It's not kind of a genesis. Conditions, actually conditions, well, no, it's not conditioning. It's not kind of training them or cutting them back. It replenishes. You break them such that they actually grow or replenish new plants. You repopulate. Visual artist such and such states the bold colors of comics, pop art, and Latinx culture have always fascinated her. This passion for the rich history and colors of her Latinx community translates into the artworks she produces. So it's a rich history and color. this into the cultural. I mean, I might have said diversity, but it's not so much that the idea is diversity here, although it's kind of alluded to a little bit up here. I think it's more cultural because it's a rich history, it's colorful, something to that effect. Let's see. Vivid artworks, that could be, if it's, colorful, it could be vivid. Let's hold on to that one. Unknown, no, definitely not unknown artwork she produces. Definite, that's certain, that's not right. Reserved, well, if they're colorful, they are not reserved. That's not right. That means to be held back, kind of shy. It's vivid, it's colorful, it's wild, it's passionate. That's the better word.